I don't stop eating when I'm full. The meal isn't over when I'm full. It's over when I hate myself. Cars and cameras are the two things I let myself be materialistic about. I don't care about other stuff. I've learned from experience that if you work harder at it and apply more energy and time to it and more consistency, you get a better result. It comes from the work. Talking is always positive. That's why I talk too much. Perception is created and twisted so quickly. It's more fun to experience things when you don't know what's going to happen. Most people are dead. Did you know that? It's true. Out of all the people that ever were, almost all of them are dead. Every day starts, my eyes open and I reload the program of misery. I open my eyes, remember who I am, what I'm like, and I just go, ugh. When I am in a hotel, and I turn off the lights and the TV, I just freak out. I turn the TV back on and don't get any sleep. It's kind of awkward to eat alone in a restaurant because everybody's looking at me. I don't think women are better than men. I think men are a lot worse than women. I'm bored is a useless thing to say. You live in a great, big, vast world that you've seen none percent of. I think you have to try and fail. Because failure gets you closer to what you're good at. I was a nerd growing up, and I'm a little antisocial and awkward. People don't talk to me on airplanes. When I was first divorced, I started dating younger women, and it was really exciting. But after a while I was like, this is just dumb. There's no real preparing at home for stand-up. You just go and you just do it. A household name is like ketchup. Everybody wants ketchup. Ketchup doesn't hurt anybody. The problem is, the more famous you get, the more people see you who didn't choose to. I've had soccer moms come up and tell me they can relate when I say that I want to throw my baby in the trash. Being popular with an audience is a very rickety ladder to be on. It's a positive thing to talk about terrible things and make people laugh about them. I thought about going to NYU film school that was this ideal to me. But I didn't make any kind of grades in high school. When I take my kids out for dinner or lunch, people smile at us. I've always loved boxing. It's something I've always been extremely excited about. I've met a lot of people who've lost their jobs and they still have a sense of humor. If I owned a network, I would never let a guy just put people on without telling me who they are. If you're a woman and a guy's ever said anything romantic to you, he just left off the second part that would have made you sick if you could have heard it. Life isn't something you possess. It's something you take part in, and you witness. I've tried to do away with lying in my life in the last few years, but it's hard. I was an awkward kid. Oh, I love stand-up. I'm enjoying the work while I get it right now. You can't cancel my stand-up tours. It's impossible. There's too many separate bosses. There is no bosses. I don't know what it's like to be an actor, where if your show gets canceled, really you're just a bum. I'm not sure why I'm so often disgusting on stage. I don't always know where it comes from. To me, it's very exhilarating when somebody else does a great thing, and it's not me. Some entertainers don't pay attention to what's going on around them. When you're young as a comic, you don't have a lot of leverage. I'm not a political comedian. That's just not what I do. You know, the people who do indie film and decide who gets those little budgets, they're mean, man. They're cold and very cool-oriented. To me, art supplies are always okay to buy. It's easier to cancel a show if it's expensive. I don't have a brother in real life. I do feel a lot of times like I'm out of my league with my kids in terms of what my responsibility is. My kids are really easy. I often worry that they're too easy to deal with. They're really nice people. If I do something for my kids, I get a medal, because most fathers don't. I like all ladies of all different ages. The thing is, comedy's gone in a weird direction. People are really into ironic comedy and fakeness and cleverness. I don't believe in this idea of, that's hate speech, stop it. I don't think it makes any sense to try to get anyone to not talk. America's a family. We all yell at each other. It all works out. You have to be aware of who you're talking to in an audience. Anytime you see a bit where some stranger does something to me, it's me. There's no such thing as a cheap laugh. Technically, I've learned that having good legs and wind is good for being on stage. You have to be in shape and have endurance. I love comedians. They're my community. I like being full every day with stuff that I have to do. I would rather be with my kids than anybody else. To me, the goal of comedy is to just laugh, which is a really high-hearted thing, visceral connection and reaction. I don't like comedy. I like funny things. I don't like comedy. Like, comedy movies are just, oh Jesus. Thanks for watching. Waiting for the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe.